Coach Belichick has joined us. We're going to start with Nick O'Malley, followed by, hang on 1 second, I'm going to mute out all the lines here. Hang on 1 second. Just unmute again. Sorry about that, guys. I heard some audio in the background there. We're going to start with Nick O'Malley, followed by Mike Reese.
Bill, good morning. Want to check in about JuJu SmithSchuster. As part of the receiver rotation early on, but that changed obviously towards the end of the game as injuries came about. What do you perceive his role currently is on the team, and do you expect him to be a major part of the receiver snaps moving forward if guys like Parker and Bourne aren't available?
Yeah, well, look, Juju's missed a couple games there, and it was good to get him back yesterday, and did a good job for us. When he got his opportunities there later in the game, so it looks like he will be physically ready to go, and so be good to have him back.
Thank you.
Mike Reese, followed by Chris Ryan.
Morning, Bill. How important is it to you that your players are protected, and do you feel like they are being protected in this last game?
Yeah, I think it's real important.
And what is the process that you go through if you feel like that is not happening?
Well, let's hope it happens.
Next question, Chris Ryan, followed by Ian Steele.
Morning, Bill. Just kind of your general message to the team at this point regarding sticking with the process, as opposed to thinking about record and things of that nature, and obviously all the injuries that took place. Just kind of your general message to the group in terms of continuing to be on the path you want them to be on.
Yeah, well, I'll talk to him today. Talk briefly in the locker room after the game, but we'll talk to him today and just go from there.
In regards to Kyle Duggar's performance yesterday, just generally your thoughts on how he played, how active he was, but also some of his developments you've seen as a leader and an individual that just seems like a playmaker on that side of the ball.
Yeah, Kyle had a lot of production yesterday. When Juwan went out, he took over the signal calling, so he does a good job in that area. I mean, Kyle's a smart kid that helps us in a lot of different ways, and versatile player in the running game, passing game, kicking game. So yeah, he had a productive day yesterday.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Next question, Ian Steele, followed by Mike Reese.
Hey, Bill, what are you thinking heading into the trade deadline tomorrow, balancing what you currently have with getting a head start maybe on next year?
Yeah, I mean, we just got back from Miami late last night, and so working through the game, we'll deal with that here over whatever period of time there is. I don't know.
Question, Mike Reese.
On the guards, Bill, was that part of the plan going in to rotate the two rookies?
Yeah, play all three guys.
Play all three. And on Wise, on defense, how much was his, what he was on the injury report, how much was that sort of a factor in what you could do with him as part of the game plan, what he was dealing with physically?
Yeah, Dietrich's a tough kid. He's out there, and some things to work around, but I thought he competed well.
And then the last one I had was on time of possession. They possessed it almost 36 minutes. Obviously, the fourth downs were part of that. But when you watched the game over, what did you see as I mean, I'm sure it's a combination of factors, but what did you see as maybe the things that contributed most to that disparity?
Yeah, just like you said, Mike, combination of factors. Both both sides contributed to that.
Steal, called by Chris Ryan.
Back to the deadline, when those meetings with the personnel department take place, what will your thoughts be? What will your pitch be to them?
It'll depend on what we're talking about. I mean, I don't know.
Last two questions, Chris Ryan and Nick O'Malley.
On player safety, what is kind of the marriage in your view between how the officials officiate the game and how the players, play the game? In instances where, whether it's targeting with the helmet and things of that nature, I mean, what are you looking for in terms of how you teach players about how they're supposed to play, and what role does the officiating play in, making sure that things are taken care of?
I'm not following it, Chris. What do you mean? How do I feel about the way we teach it? Like, we teach what the rules are. We teach player safety. We teach all the things that you're not allowed to do. We drill so we don't do those. So I don't know what you're talking about. We don't teach targeting. We don't teach leading with a head. We don't teach tripping. We don't teach face masks. We don't teach horse collars. We don't teach any of that stuff. We never teach that. Never have. We teach the exact opposite of how to do it properly so that we don't get those infractions. Now, inevitably, sometimes they occur, but that's never taught.
But instances like yesterday, is there more of an onus on the player knowing what he's supposed to be doing in that instance and not, targeting with the helmet, or on the official for not, calling it in that instance? How does that kind of balance in your view?
Well, Chris, you control what you can control. We can't control what the official does. We control what we do. And we try to do things properly, and we instruct them properly. But look, inevitably, sometimes things happen that coach doesn't want to happen, the player doesn't want it to happen. Sometimes they happen, but I don't think they're intentional. That's not the case. On our end, I'm not speaking for anybody else. I'm just saying we don't coach that. I don't think our players intentionally do those things. Do they occur occasionally? Yeah, sometimes they do, but I don't think nobody wants to get penalized out there. We're not intentionally doing things to get penalized.
Right. Just to be clear, I was referring to the Parker instance where he was hit, not saying that there was anything from your direction. I'm just wondering how that kind of byplay exists between how coaches coach and versus officials, official in this instance, and what type of role they play, just to clarify. Thank you.
Last question, Nick O'Malley.
Hey Bill, on the radio a short while ago, you mentioned that it's impossible to handle all the duties of being a head coach and also all the duties of sort of doing all the job that is required of running the personnel department. I guess sort of to give us a better understanding, what is the procedure for the New England Patriots for seeking trades and going through trades? Because, as you said, just coming off Miami and getting back, that doesn't give you a whole lot of runway between now and the trade deadline. What's the process of the personnel department coming to you with the sort of action they're hearing on the trade deadline? And how does that sort of get run up the ladder for you guys? And how much time can you devote to yourself to making decisions heading in the trade deadline? How difficult is it for you?
Personnel department handles personnel. Coaching department handles coaching. We join together on a regular basis to talk about both. And if things come up that are applicable, then we act on them. So if we need something on a coaching end, we make the personnel department aware of that. If they see an opportunity that would, help the team, and we talk about that. So that's the same way it's been ever since I've been here. I mean, different people doing it, but that's what we do. I mean, I can't keep track of all the personnel in the league. Are you kidding me? And out of the league, and guys that are available, and free agent workouts and all that. And it's not just one person in the personnel department. That's, pro personnel, college personnel, advanced scouting. I mean, there's a lot of people involved in that, just like there's a lot of people involved in the coaching end of it. So, all right, thank you.